Hello everyone, and welcome to our special Halloween edition of The Gringo Show! Honestly, I really don't have anything special planned. I forgot to get a costume. I'm not wearing a slutty teacher or nurse's outfit, although I really didn't put in it. Although what I report tonight may scare you or make you laugh, either one. Also, the last weekend of October marks Mexico's return to standard time. And if you're one of the hundreds of millions that are plagued by lateness syndrome, don't turn your clock back. Stay in daylight time, and you'll never be late until next April. But let's get to the news of the week. President Andrés Manuel López Obrador went on the attack again this week, accusing yet another thing, institution, person, pet, child, or whatever, of being a conservative. Really? Porque you didn't give me your lollipop. You are a conservative. Spot the dog because you didn't wag your tail when you saw me. You are a conservative. Last week he went after what many think is probably the most liberal institution in the entire country, the UNAM.
Hasta la UNAM se volvió individualista, defensora de estos proyectos neoliberales. Perdió su esencia de formación de cuadros, de profesionales para servir al pueblo.
Let me ask Professor Marijuana McBorshin-Kami how she feels about being called a conservative. Or how conservative is it when I get peed on after halftime at a Pumas game? Hurricane Rick made landfall as a Category 2 storm on Monday in the port city of Lázaro Cárdenas. That's right, Hurricane Rick. I always take aim at hurricane names. Rick is the name of your stoner uncle that just never got his shit together. Please allow us to name hurricanes that scare people, like Hurricane Elba Esther. Former President Enrique Peña Nieto was spotted last weekend leaving a hotel in Rome with his girlfriend Tania Ruiz and heckled by people outside, calling him a rat and accusing him of embezzlement in his time as leader of Mexico. What was really striking is that he left the hotel and got into a taxi. If I really embezzled hundreds of millions of dollars, wouldn't I be picked up in a Mercedes or a Bentley or in AMLO's Volkswagen Jetta? Come on, Enrique, get with the times. Former Bolivian President Evo Morales made a return trip to Mexico last week after spending time here in 2019 after he fled his country due to the political upheaval. Mexican Chancellor Marcelo Ebrard was like, "Hey, you're back. What a surprise. Well, the last time I was there, you said, mi casa es tu casa. There I am." Morales came to speak to a meeting of leftist labor leaders and spent time in the National Palace with AMLO. And then maybe he made a stop at favorite Mexico tourist destination, Chuck E. Cheese. They don't have Chuck E. Cheese in Bolivia. A headline appeared last week in the Washington Post. Could Mexico be the next Denmark? Well, could it? Will we be eating smørrebrød sandwiches and drinking Carlsberg in the Zocalo? The column by Tyler Cohen from Bloomberg, a respected news agency, cited that Mexico has one of the highest per capita incomes of emerging countries and growing. So he says that this wealth will allow the state and central governments to have better control due to a tax-paying middle class. Will that money really trickle down? And he believes that global chaos in front of us between the US, Russia, and China, Mexico will be neutral like Switzerland and let everyone build their cars here and stay on our beaches and drink margaritas. The Russian, the Chinese, and the American walk into the bar and... Of course, AMLO get on in it, and here's what he said.
Como es en Dinamarca, como es en Suecia, como es en los países nórdicos donde está establecido el estado de bienestar. Y desde luego el derecho a la salud.
And in our segment, Mexico Mágico, citizens of a town in the mountains of Veracruz shot down a drone that was being used to find clandestine graveyards used to bury dead bodies in the country's bloody drug war. The people believe that the drone was being used, wait for it, to spread COVID-19 in the village. When the state police arrived to control the situation, the villagers destroyed their cars as well. Even if they acted under false pretenses, they can't knock the will of the people to take matters into their own hands. All right, that does it for this edition of the Gringo Show. Politics isn't that bad, especially if it's funny. By the way, it's Halloween weekend, and of course our sponsor, Pinche Gringo Barbecue, is going all out with a great party on Saturday night at Pinche Bar and Halloween for children at each of the locations. Check it out if you're here in La Ciudad de Mexico. Also, if you love our show, please share it with your friends. Subscribe to us on YouTube or Facebook Live. We will see you next week.
Mexico is laughing thanks to you.